Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see.
What's up, y'all? It's your man, Mike Epps, man. I just want to get on here and clarify and clear a few things up. Number one, about the brothers coming home from prison being celebrated. I've always been a part of reform. I got brothers right now from my hometown that I'm trying to help come home. They've been in prison forever. I think you guys might have misunderstood what I was saying. I might have said it the wrong way, but what I was trying to say is we don't want to send kids mixed messages about coming home from prison, being celebrated, you know, feeling like you got to go to prison and do 30, 40 years to be celebrated. I think you guys misunderstood that, you know, misunderstood what I said. Wasn't saying that it was wrong to be celebrated, but we don't want to send a message to the kids saying prison is great, that you want to go home, go do 30 years and come home. You know, I don't think that's cool. So I'm sorry if anybody took it the wrong way and got offended. I love my brothers. I've been incarcerated myself. I understand what that is, but I might have said it the wrong way, but I mean well. And I love you, brothers. Free my brothers that's coming home. My man Derek, free all the guys that's coming home, man. And about the food stamp thing. The food stamp thing was misunderstood too. What I was saying is that we need to break the cycle of being on food stamps. There's 3 generations of people that have been on food stamps. Of grandmother, mother, and daughter, that's crazy. We gotta do better. We can't think that we need assistance. I know there's some people out there that need assistance. That's well, fine, and understood. But there's people out there taking advantage of the system that's not good. So just want to apologize if I offended anybody. You know I love y'all, man, and keep on doing the right thing. Peace.
Hey guys, listen, man, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, man. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell, download the app, all that good stuff. Man, let me talk about this for a minute, because this one here, it kind of hit different. When you've been through these situations and you dealt with some of these situations, this hits a lot different, man. And I didn't even recognize that Mike Epps had this didn't start rolling because of the situation and the timing, but he come back and make a noble apology for something that he said on a podcast, him and Jim Jones, and it's so close to Max B being released, and Max B killing it out there, having a great time. I mean, doing it the way it's supposed to be done after you done did a bid of 15 years, having a great time, but Mike wanted to make it clear about this celebration. OG, you there?
I'm right here, man.
OG, this hits a little different for us. I mean, you've been incarcerated and let out and all that. What's going on with Mike Epps and this apology, man?
Well, I think, he bowed down to some shit he shouldn't have said. But, like I say before, whatever you say, you should stand on it. I believe what he said, in the context that he said it, he was exactly right. Because don't nobody owe you nothing for coming home 15 or 20 years and the decision that you made, especially if you were prolific or doing anything in a substance to make yourself of value. Now, you can't say about Max B, after he did the 15 years, he was still relevant to his culture, and the people that was down with him still down. He didn't come out like saying somebody owed him anything. And what Mike Epps had said in his first interview, that he had been going to Walmart and had been doing things for dudes, sending stuff, taking care of their families, doing little things, and then you come out thinking you're supposed to get a part in my movie. Fuck you.
Wait a minute, OG. First of all, language. Second of all,
that's passion. That's passion.
I know. But here's what. Okay, you know me. I'm gonna put my spin on it, and y'all can get in the comments, whatever. Max B coming home is one thing. A lot of these guys get out and they celebrate it. They do first day outs if they rappers. We've seen Big Meech come home. We've seen Honeycomb Brazy come home. We've seen Young Thug get out. We've seen numerous of people get out, be released from jail. YFN Lucci come home. These guys are having, YFN Lucci is doing a great job being home. He didn't tell. He did what he did. He had money when he left. So we're not saying that they're being celebrated, of course, but we are saying that Plymouth Rock landed on us. We got a lot of people incarcerated, and to see them get out and understand how to maneuver, we're not celebrating them, but we're in the midst of a place where people are being sometimes wrongly convicted. Kunta, Big Buff, not Big Buff, but Big Buff went out and came out. A lot of the people me and you sat down with then came home doing remarkable jobs out here being released. Not to be celebrated, but have paved the way for themselves. So this is something that we're in the midst of. And to be real with you, and you know I'm gonna be real with you, I don't have a problem with them being celebrated if they coming home doing the right thing. And I don't think he does either. But we are in the midst of something that we gotta look at it and be real with ourselves when it comes down to those people who are getting out. Now, as far as the kids and what they watching, a lot of times, again, rearing in the homes and all that. It starts in the home and in the village. So whether somebody sees somebody get out or whatever, these are challenges that are being faced even when they do go in. Some of them on probation or parole, seeing people get out and did it wrong and trying to straighten it up because of how somebody might have gotten out. So this is motivation to a lot of people that might have needed counseling in that way, OG.
But no, but what you're saying, the people that you just named are less than 1% of the population of people that are getting out of the penitentiary. Okay. Most people get out, gotta struggle. You're talking about that people was doing things. That was just like, I was just talking to a lady, and she was talking about how she gives and the things that Tyler Perry does and the things that Oprah Winfrey does. And my conflict was that because you give to somebody that's in the church or graduating from college, they would have graduated or been in the church anyway. What about the people that aren't the kids that are suffering? So if you take it upon yourself to think that you're going to be a Max B or a Yo Gotti or any of those when you get out of prison, you're the fool.
No, I definitely get it.
I understand that, and what Mike Epps was saying, no matter what the situation he was saying it in, he was talking on a personal level of people, because a lot of times, and it's been that these celebrities, Mike Tyson took care of a lot of dudes on death row in New York. He made it eligible for a lot of people that he grew up with to be able to be relevant while they was doing 20, 30, and 40 years, whether they came out and celebrated him or not. But if you're looking for somebody to give you validation just because you did something, that's a whole nother situation.
No, you're right.
Don't take it like, oh, well, everybody getting out. It was a time when dudes was getting out of prison and everybody. Right now, it's not like that. You on your own. If you're getting out, 90% of the kids going to prison today are not going to be home anytime before they're 60.
Man. Let's listen to what he said here. Here you go. And we're going to break it down a little bit further. This is what he actually said in the sit down with Jim Jones. And it was the timing for me, Max B just getting out. He says this. I don't know if he was even relating it to that. But of course, with Max B coming home and him and Jim Jones not being the best of friends, being rivals, so to speak, it just hit different when he said this. Hold on.
Those are the wrong journeys to celebrate, young men. There's no reward for coming home after 30 years. You don't get no care package. You are a failure. Get your out here and help these kids. Now, pay that back forward. You see what I'm saying? That's the reward.
Wow. So he's basically coming down on you. You a failure when you end up going to prison and losing your way. And now you come home. We're not celebrating that. And
that's right.
But let's be clear. If you was wrongly convicted, there is situations that do merit the celebration. Just don't get it twisted. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't get it twisted. But there are situations that I've sit down next, and like you said, it's not a big percentage, But the percentage that I've been dealing with, there are cases out there with a corrupt justice system that we deal with in a lot of ways. We got to be careful on how we make these statements.
Okay, so you was wrongly convicted?
This ain't talking about me. I'm talking about the people I've interviewed.
You're talking about
This ain't, yeah, and I was wrongly convicted, but this ain't about me.
Wait a minute. Everything they said I did, and I
That's
did
you.
more than
That's you.
You did it.
No, you don't know. No, you don't know nothing about me. So don't put me in there.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes, I
No, you don't. No, you don't. We not. As a matter of fact, we ain't even talking about me. We talking about Mike Epps and the situation that he's talking about. But when it comes down to the people I've interviewed, OG, from Kunta, from different people that I've sat down with that have been incarcerated and didn't do what they alleged that they had done. Not only Kunta, but the 3 people that was with him. Different people that have been wrongly convicted that I've sat down with, wrote books that was released. There are certain situations that merit something different. That's all I'm saying. You said earlier the percentage ain't that high, and I agree with you.
most of us did what we did, or we did something. And
Now that I agree with that. We did something.
it all balances out. And sometimes you can go to prison and not learn anything, and you can go to prison. It was a blessing for me to go to prison, I do believe. I probably would have been way dead a long time ago, way misled if I hadn't went and learned some relevancies about what real life was, where a man had to stand on what he said. And a lot of people out here, we just had a discussion yesterday with the words that come out of your mouth. And people think that you can say things, even in this time now, and you think you can get away with it on a podcast, but it's not like that in real life.
That's real. That's real. I just, like I said, there's things, and he's so right, but then there are different cases. I just thought about Jay Merck, who basically was wrongly convicted. They let him out. He shot his friend on accident. It was a bullet that wasn't meant for his friend, but at the end of the day, they convicted him wrong. But he done something, like you said, but it wasn't something that they say he done. I just deal with the justice system and the way they do get you, when they get you. That's a lot of times messed up. But again, these are very low percentage cases, but I just don't trust the system, OG. I'm sorry. I don't. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's not geared the right way.
We never should trust the system, but until you can change the system and we sit back as blacks and put a blind eye on it, it's not justice, it's just us.
You're absolutely correct.
We're doing, and we allow it to be done. Yeah, we're wrongly convicted by an establishment that's made to have us convicted.
Right.
It profits them until we sit down and say, no, how in the hell do you do something or whatever you do? And you brag about never having a credit card, never having a social security card, and you never had a job, but you go to prison and work in the kitchen or work for a dorm service club, wiping floors. You could have made more money than that on the street. So I just need something to do. Well, if you needed something to do, you shouldn't have committed the burglary. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have did the robbery. So we have control of prisons, whether we take control or not. Do you realize what power would be if every convict in the penitentiary system just laid down, didn't go to work one day?
That's right. I agree 100%. 100%.
But you cannot get them to do that. You'll have a small percentage. I wouldn't dare go to prison to work.
Wow. OG, so when it comes down to it, Max B, he's out. Were they wrong for celebrating him getting out the way they did, all the partying? You know, sometimes things just happen. I mean, Rick Ross was going to celebrate Big Meech getting out, and they shut that party down.
You told me from the things that this guy did before he went. And he made a career choice to abandon what he was doing and try to circumvent authority, and it cost him, right?
Right.
But it didn't deter his talent. So even when he was in there, he must have been doing something so incredible that the people held on to him for 15 years.
Wow. Well, I ain't seen nobody get out partying like he did. He come from the jump straight out. They hugged him, embraced him. All the people were there, you know, and just showed him so much love, you know. But let me take it from this angle, OG. We have a thing where you and I, you know how many the percentage is of black brothers that are getting out. Reform and all that. Is this something that we turn a blind eye to? Or do we, because of the situation, you've been out here for over 20 years. We've been out here. I've been out here. There's been a lot of people that have been reformed that are here for those type people. What do you say when it comes down to them? Do we just, hey, do we treat them like trash? Or do we try to do something to encourage them when they get out of here?
Well, you have to understand what the word rehabilitation means. To rehabilitate somebody is to take them out of one situation that's bad and put them into a better situation. Okay. So you can't take me from the streets where I was doing bad, take me to a controlled living situation where I didn't have to do anything but stick a tray out and get breakfast every day, throw my clothes on Wednesday and get a clothing change for 15 years, walk in the same direction for 15 years. Clockwise, and to get out in a situation with no balance and everything is going ad hocly, and you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, everybody else in your household is asleep. It's nobody. You can't put a tray out. When your clothes get dirty, you have to get enough money to go to the cleaners or go to the washateer, and nobody's giving you no money. That's a ticket to recidivism, to send you right back. So until we put something in element in order to take care of somebody, man, how are you going to survive with $200?
That's right.
In this economy today.
So go ahead.
I believe a situation should be for a crime that you commit. For them to spend $100 in California, the average inmate in the state of California, they spend $150,000 a year to maintain that individual, right?
Right.
Now, I vote. My vote is this: when you get busted for a crime, your first time, the system need to give you $60,000 for you committing this crime. $60,000. Now, if you commit another crime within a year or any time after that, within that 18 months, you should pay $1.38 and get a bullet and shoot you in the head because you're.
Oh, gee, you're not being logical. Now, I asked you to give me logic, and you giving me you ain't nobody taking no bullets and putting in the head. Even if they put you on death row, you're sitting there and you live a whole life on death row. These are things that they're doing I don't know what that is, but if it was an automatic death soon as you done something, I think it'd work out a little bit different. And people.
We in California on our death row, they spent over $200 million a year for 360 men on death row.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's a money thing. It's not justice. It's not, and they don't send the money to the families of the slain. They're lining their pockets.
Wow. OG, okay, getting back to Mike Epps. You totally agree with Mike Epps, but you didn't think the apology was necessary. The coming back and apologizing for what he said.
The only one to think about that it has something to do with Max B is you. Now, if anybody else, just because he was with Jim Jones, it could have been an ulterior motive. But you really sound like a sucker when you come and apologize.
Well, OG, he sees the comments like everybody else. He sees them putting Max B picture on top of the situation and making it about Max B. So he comes back and apologizes because he don't want to be looked at as if he felt that way about people being reformed. You see what he's doing. He don't want to be looked at like that. So therefore, he comes back and he says, hey, man, I don't want y'all to think of me that way. So I think it's a big ups for Mike to come back and say, hey, man, I didn't mean it that way. I got people that been locked up. I've been locked up. So I think it's something that was necessary. And I agree with him doing it because of his platform being so big and him not wanting to be looked at that way. So I agree with him coming back. So I don't agree with you on that.
Well, I don't care what you ain't gonna agree with. I think it was a sucker move,
What?
and he should have kept his mouth shut or stand on with the mic else. I thought you was better. I know you're a comedian. You ain't about that life, but
You don't know what life is about. He said he been locked up. He already said, I've been through incarceration too. Don't get it twisted.
He went to jail for tickets.
You don't know that. Oh, here we go. Me and you not gonna do this today, man. All I'm saying is Mike Epps, I'm keeping him on this one. I'm riding with him on it. I'm saying I agree with him coming back because his platform is huge and he don't want to be looked at that way. Shout out to Max B. I want to see Max B do more. I don't care what. Now, Mike Epps, it better not be toward Max B because I ain't seen nobody celebrate like Max B. I gave him the... I got to do an award for prisoners being released and the biggest outcome. And I want to give a big old outcome to Max B for the way he pulled up when he got out. And shout out to French Montana and them for celebrating him like that. I'm going to say that much. I was cool with all that. To be real, I got to be a 100. I ain't seen nobody else do it on the level. Shout out to Max B being on the sidelines at the football game, giving his old lady a ring as soon as he came home. He put a ring on it. He getting ready to get in that saddle. And he making beats again. Make a hit, nigga. Yeah. But man, thank you, OG. OG, thank you, man. And hey, Mike Epps, man. Yeah, good job, man. And Max B, right? So, and Jim Jones, man, y'all get over that mess, man. 15 years ago, y'all gonna have to let that go, man. But at any rate, man, y'all keep on watching. And yeah, I think OG, you summed it up your way. I summed it up mine. Who y'all agree with, man? Should Mike have did an apology? I say he should. OG say he should have stood on it. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Agree with me. Don't agree with OG. OG crazy. Ain't gonna be nobody. No, hey, everybody gonna be gone if OG let off like he do. You know what I'm saying?
Don't need that many anyway.
Y'all get in the comment and let us know what you think, man. And y'all still watching, man. Just know, man, that we out here, we outside, man, with a heck of a time in New Orleans this week, man. And y'all about to see a lot of that footage, man. And what else did we do, OG? What else did we do down in New Orleans?
Oh man, we went to 9 day, and went from 9 day.
Is that what they call OG? 9 day or second line?
A second line. We was a second line, but it was 9 day.
Okay, uptown, 9th Ward.
Yeah, 9th Ward, and that's downtown.
Oh, okay. It was downtown. Oh, you getting it right. So you might well move down to New Orleans. You gonna be remembering all this stuff like that.
No, sir.
Oh, you straight Compton?
I got to be straight out of Bombing.
Ain't nothing else?
Ain't nothing else.
Oh, man. Hey, man, I thank you so much for tapping in with me, man. And y'all, if y'all still watching, make sure you check out Ja Rule, man. Ja Rule and 50. Ja Rule speaking out and doing his thing, man. He trying to let you know what happened when he, at 50, he knocking out 50 dudes and all that. I don't know what's going on. I already got a sucker punch. Y'all can see it right here. Get the details. Boss Talk 101, man. Reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.